Hiya. The commissions are going really well. And I can't complain that I'm getting more because that means more money. But it's been a while since I've done so much work. Well, I looked at some wrist exercises online that I'm thinking about putting into my routine. I have to look after them if I want to do this as a career, and there is no way in hell I'm messing them up now. I've got the obvious ships of Saint Silence, a couple of OC characters, and yesterday I got a commission for that new Cardinal Rain game. You know, the one that came out a few days ago. People already want fan art of the protagonist, and, well, to be honest, I'm all for it because he is so nice to look at. The perks of looking up references. I can scour the images all day and relish in the eye candy. Have you seen the trailer? It looks better than I thought. Some of my favorite streamers are currently playing it, and I've been in and out of their lives as I draw. But the soundtrack is amazing. I don't know if I want it. It'll take away from work, but it's a co-op, so maybe we could play it together. I don't think it's too intensive on my PC either. I mean, after I get the commissions done, I could buy it. Well, it's something else we could do together, you know? No, my mom would not like that kind of game. She's more into puzzles. She's doing fine. She's moving around more and not keeping in one place. She's got an appointment next week so they can see her progress, but it's still early stages. Yes, I still cook for her. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I cooked that carbonara for my dad, and he loved it. So I told him that I had a chef for a friend, and he said he wanted to talk to you about, what was it? About daily nutrition or something. I know. When he came back from his trip, I guess he must have found someone who was obsessed with it, but when he came back, he was talking about being healthier and what we eat in a day and how that affects us in the long term. So, like, he's cut down on his coffee, so now he only drinks 1 instead of 4, and he's made sure we're always stocked with nuts and, like, protein bars. To be honest, I think he's going over the top, but I said I'll talk to you about it because I know it's a hobby for you. Really? You don't have to. He can be a lot sometimes. You don't have to rescue me from anything. Actually, ever since he's been back, I've had a lot more time to do my own things now, which also means taking on more commissions. And I don't have to worry much about Mum because his schedule and mine kind of overlap, so she's never really home alone. Yeah, it's nice. What about you? Well, doesn't it get lonely being on your own? When was the last time you visited your parents? Oh, okay, so at least you see them quite often. You just want a place to yourself, right, without them breathing down your neck? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna move out anytime soon, but I don't really want to plan too far ahead because I want to enjoy the time I have now, you know? And I'm saving up here. I've got my parents. I've got a roof. I've got a job. And even though this isn't mine completely, I actually like it here. And it'll be a waste of money if I move anyway, so... Exactly, and I know where everything is. This is home. I mean, given everything, it's a nice city. It might not be the biggest, but it has all I need are you doing tomorrow? Or do you want to go out somewhere? I have something in mind. But it's a surprise. It's supposed to make you curious. And I won't tell you anything else, so no asking questions either. It's not anything bad, I promise. You really think I'm capable of duping you? You're annoyingly deceptive, so I can only do this much. I don't know, you hear the way my voice sounds, or the way my face looks, and all of a sudden you know what I'm gonna do or how I feel. Well, actually, with that, sometimes you're pretty blind, so I think it's hit or miss with you. Hey, you brought up Danny, not me. No, it's fine. So, you're up for hanging out tomorrow? Okay. Let's meet on the corner of Fernley, yeah? About 11? Is that alright for you? I'm just checking, in case you got something going on tonight. Like, binging a show, or reading something. I know how you are. You always forget about the time and go to sleep at stupid o'clock. I do it sometimes, not that much anymore. Well, the last time... Okay, you had me recite my whole damn portfolio, and then you wanted to have a deep conversation about the ocean and space, and it's your fault, really, that I stayed up all night. Because you were... It was a really good talk, and it had my mind racing by the end of it, to the point where I started sketching a sea creature the next day. Yeah, one I think might exist down there somewhere. Not Cthulhu. Though, when I did look at references, Cthulhu looks so cool. I'll show you it when you come round next. This is new territory, but I'm excited about it. So what if I'm smiling? You like catching me out, don't you? Oh, I see. You can't do it in person, so you have to do it now. What do you even get out of it, because you can't see me? Well, you won't be able to hear me if I hang up, will you? Yep, I'll do that just to spite you. Because I can. Why, what are you going to do about it? Really, you're gonna surprise me tomorrow? That isn't fair, you know? Because it isn't. How do you expect me to get a one-up on you when you always pay me back in one way or another? Alright, fine. No getting the upper hand or whatever tomorrow. And I'll promise that too. Yes, I promise. Okay. Well, I need to go start preparing dinner now, but I'll see you tomorrow. You sleep well too. Alright, bye.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I was just watching Sane Silence's new teaser trailer. Well, they always have those little Easter eggs in the background, and I don't want to read the theories before I come up with my own. There's this one frame where it looks like a shadow in the background, and I think it's one of the prophets that we saw in the tomb. But I'm still not sure. I think when I go back home, I'm gonna look at the episode again and see. You know me. So, you ready to go? We are going this way. It's not that I want to keep it a surprise. I mean, it's not going to be a surprise for much longer, but there's something that I want to do. You'll see when we get there. I I guess I could talk about that. So I kind of want to face something, and I want to do it now before I start doubting myself and hiding in my cave again. I don't want to be that type of person anymore. Well, a few days ago, I had this conversation with my parents. And it wasn't meant to get so deep, but somehow we started talking about memories and what they used to be like as teenagers. So they were having fun with it, and I got to learn more about them. I think my mom was in a certain frame of mind, like wanting to reflect on her life or something. I don't think it was about making up for lost time. I think it was more along the lines of being present in those memories. Both of them know about me, like my sexuality, so they wanted to know if I had been completely truthful with them during my high school years. And for them to ask me, that must have meant they had a feeling something had happened. More than I was showing, anyway. I didn't tell them about you, don't worry. I did tell them some of what happened, though. The bullying and stuff. And that it was around my sexuality and that I was outed. My poor mom started crying. And my dad looked like he didn't know what to do. But I told them that I'm much stronger now and I can deal with it a bit better, but I might be a little stunted in some areas. And then my mom told me that because she has her illness, she was forced to, as she said, look death in the eyes. She doesn't know when her time is up, but she doesn't want me to waste the time that I have. She was worried about me this whole time, and I didn't know. She felt guilty about me having to come home and look after her. And I've told her 1,000 times that I'll always be there for her. But I guess she thought that I wasn't going to do anything else. And then she broke down again because she was happy I was finally living my life. Like going out more and not staying in my room like a caveman. I mean, they know I do art and I need to be at my desk a lot, but they were scared I would always stay like that. But I told them they don't have to worry much anymore. No, you don't have to worry either. I haven't felt this good in a while. It doesn't look like it's changed at all, does it? I wanted to see the school again. Because whenever I thought about it, it always looked scary in my head. I never saw it as just a building. I saw it as a cage where it had all my fears. I felt like I never left it. With the way my mom was talking, I don't know, I think I wanted to face that. I have the courage to do it now. You want to sit down here? Do you remember when that kid with the skateboard tried to impress that girl on this wall and he ended up breaking his leg? I can't remember what year we were in, but it was near the beginning, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I was out here when it happened. And you were too. I remember seeing you. Yeah, it was before we ever talked. Your group was so popular. With everyone. The girls looked at you, the teachers couldn't help but like you because you were all rebels, but you knew how to charm them. And the boys wanted to be a part of it. No, it wasn't really for me. I just wanted a similar kind of friendship, but not to do with sports, just a small group that I knew I could find at break and lunch, or to hang out with after school. You don't think so? You lot were always together, always causing some type of mayhem, but it was expected. Like, if you weren't goofing off, that's when we needed to worry, you know? For someone who's sharp, you sure are oblivious. How was school for you? Not thinking of me, though. I know you lived with a lot of regret after the whole thing, but your school life wasn't just that, was it? Oh, really? Was that all you thought about? Hmm. Yeah, I guess it was the same for me. I was mostly invisible, and part of me liked it because it meant I was, not anyone's target for anything. People wouldn't give me the time of day, which in school is actually pretty good. I preferred not being seen, even though I wanted more friends. It's a weird place to be in, but the pros outweighed the cons, so. Then school was okay. But then it became almost unlivable, and now that's what I associate it with. I didn't think it would be the same for you. I don't know. A lot of the time, I wondered if you cared about it, if you still remembered if it even happened. So when I saw you in the library, I saw the kid from school, and I attached all my insecurities to that because I thought I was right. I thought that you didn't care and you'd moved on from it. Because I hadn't. I thought I was the only one left behind, the only one who was hurting from it. But I was very wrong. No, I know. I'm not downplaying it for your sake. I know that what happened changed me. But I'm slowly getting over it, as you can tell. With, my, my confession and all. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Really? You liked me saying it? Were you waiting for it or something? Ah. I guess after liking me all this time, hearing that would have been a shock. It was a shock for me to even say it. I was trying not to shake from my nerves, but it did get the better of me for a bit. I'm not forcing anything. Back then, I really did like you. And now you're a better man. You've got your head on straight and... well, not straight, but you get what I mean. And I wanted to say it because I believe it. Staying friends would be okay for you. Wouldn't that hurt you, though? My happiness, eh? It wouldn't make me happy knowing that you're just going along with it. You say that my happiness is all you want, but knowing what we know, I can't ignore that. I can't ignore your feelings and pretend it's not there because that wouldn't be fair to you. You deserve that, don't you? I mean, just because of what happened before, it doesn't mean that you're condemned to shit, you know? The past will always be there. Your feelings will always be there. It would be worse to ignore it, so we're both staring it in the face. When you came back, what were you hoping for? That was it. You just wanted to apologize and make amends. Well, you did that. We both repaired our bridges. Still got a little more work to do, but they're there. Do you feel better about it? That's good, at least. So, where are you going to go from here? You still got your whole life ahead of you. And you're smart, so it's not going to take long for you to find something. Oh, how did that interview go, by the way? Really? See? Intelligence. I knew you'd get it. I thought you were actually overqualified for the job, but it's no surprise that they chose you. Plus, it's good money. So, I guess that means you're staying here for a while? I'm not complaining. We're both working adults now, doing a lot of adulting with actual responsibilities. We've come far, haven't we? Well, you certainly have. From school jockey to finance administrator. It's a huge leap if you ask me. The library is nice and all, but I wish I could do more with my degree. True, my commissions are doing pretty well. I was actually thinking about expanding my portfolio and doing some concept artwork so that a company might come across it. I've seen it happen quite a bit. An artist would create something and then it would blow up and then the company would see it and hire them. It's very unlikely, but it does happen. But I don't want to count on a what if either. What we do seems so different to when we were younger, doesn't it? It looked easier. I wanted to become an adult so quickly. And now that I am one, I don't know. Everything's more confusing. We got to do some dumb shit as kids and we weren't taken seriously. There's some innocence, isn't there? And we didn't have to think too much of the future because we were just living life. The future for me right now is so murky. I have no idea. What is your, deepest want? Yeah, something that you're striving towards. I'm sorry if it's a loaded question. A family? Wow. I don't know, I never thought that would be the thing you want the most. I expected you to say, like, a certain job, or living somewhere in particular. You've never mentioned wanting a family, or at least dreaming of a family. No, I think you'd make a great dad. You'll teach your kids well, I think. You want them to learn from your mistakes and make the world better than you left it, right? That's the normal sentiment, isn't it? For me, I don't know if I want kids. It's too far to think about. Right now, I want to deal with what's in front of me because if I'm focused on the future too much, I'll be sacrificing things now, and I don't want to do that. Not only for my mom, but for myself. I know I need to sort things out. I'm not fully there with my confidence yet. My deepest want. Let me think about this. I think mine is being unafraid to admit who I am. That's my ultimate goal. I don't want to cower anymore. I don't want to feel as if what I'm doing is wrong or how I feel is wrong. You know, once I'm at that stage, then I can start thinking about the big plans of life, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm almost there. I'm closer than I've ever been, to be honest. I'm understanding things about myself, and I wouldn't have been able to if it wasn't for you. Well, you know how you don't know how you'd react if something specific happened to you? For me, it was when you confessed and took me out. You showed me your feelings, and I thought I would push them away because I didn't want them from anyone. But instead, I've realized that I don't want to be afraid of love. I had to face it with you because we were hanging out like friends. There was nowhere for those feelings to hide. And at one point, I thought to myself, being loved by a guy isn't so bad after all. You know what I mean? Can we... I was wondering, can we hold hands? Yeah, here. No, not in your pocket. Just out. I need to. It feels nice. I hate how straight couples can just do this, and we have to worry and look around to see who's there, you know, who'd likely hurt us. Those thoughts are getting better, but they're still there, and I don't think I'd get rid of them anytime soon. It looks like a lot of the world doesn't want to see it, but it's nice knowing we're not completely alone. I'm thinking about going to Pride this year, but I still don't know. You'd come with me. It'd be a fun day for sure, and it'd be nice to be a part of it. Exactly, to really hammer home that it's not just me feeling this way. Do... Can I, kiss you? I want to make a new memory for myself. Right here in front of a place that I've been afraid of for years. I don't want it to always be there, haunting me. I'd want to think back to right now and see that I've made progress. That I haven't let it completely define me. I don't want to kiss you just because of that. Right now, I just want to kiss you for myself. I'm completely sure. Thank you. It was nice. My stomach's kind of doing flips, but it was nice. Yeah, high school can go suck it. It's been wild, hasn't it? What we've gone through. From then to sitting here. If you asked me back then if I'd be doing this, I would have looked at you as if you were mad. Not with all the courage in the world would I be able to do this. Especially with you. I wanted to believe we had a connection. And we did. You meant so much to me because I finally found a boy who liked me and who I liked. I thought it'd never happen in school. And all the things I've been through, all the pain and the hurt, it made the laughter and happiness that much better. I mean, I would have appreciated it either way, but I feel like struggling through it and seeing where I've come out, where we've both come out, is not something to shy away from. Yeah, we went from strangers to class partners to friends to strangers again. All in the span of a couple years. Now we're, I don't know, on a new path. I think we can see where it goes from here in this next chapter. I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say, very badly, is, I'd like to continue this, but officially. Do you want to make it official? Going out with me? I know your answer is obvious, but I just wanted to check and make sure. I need to get used to that. Oh, really? You want to see me flustered every time, do ya? So, that means I can call you my boyfriend now, huh? Shut up, it's so weird to say. In a good way, yeah. I do trust you now. You're living your life. I'm starting to get a handle on mine. So I think we can do this. Live. And whatever path we take, we can take it together this time. I believe in us. I've always wanted to. Don't you? Ah, you never quit. That sounds like you. You are stupidly persistent, but I find it endearing. Because you just wanted to make it up to me, and you were prepared for whatever answer I gave. So in that way, you're kind of honourable. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for this school to be a ghost. I'm ready to live.